Hey guys, Zane here with another one-take review, and today I want to talk about the new Halestorm album, Back from the Dead. Back from the Dead is the latest album from Lizzie Hale-fronted rock band Halestorm, who have consistently been one of the most popular, straightforward rock bands out there in the last few years, especially now that they have a few different Grammy nominations under their belt. However, with each successive release, the band have slowly gone in a softer direction, with only a small handful of songs being truly definable as hard rock or metal. Back from the Dead seemingly wants to totally change and reverse that, as from the second that the record kicks off with the title track, it becomes apparent that Halestorm are trying to play in a heavier and more ferocious manner than they have in quite some time. This is fine and dandy, and I guess it works well enough, all things considered, but frankly, it just doesn't entirely come together the way that Halestorm really want it to. This especially isn't helped by the fact that there are a couple of incredibly inappropriately placed ballads here as well, which just frankly have no place here. This especially rings true for the album closer Raise Your Horns, which is almost comical in the way that it does that sort of rock and roll warship kind of sound. You gotta raise your horns in tribute of rock and roll or whatever. It's the kind of song that only people who think that Kiss are the most badass musicians to ever live would really enjoy. And again, it just really ends off the album on a comical whimper rather than a bang. On top of that, the songwriting here can be incredibly cringeworthy at times, to the point that you're worried that Lizzie Hale is about to cut herself on her lyrical edge. While Back from the Dead does have an admirable concept in mind of Halestorm becoming a heavier and louder band, the overall execution falls flat and generally is just one-dimensional with no real substance overall, and even the best songs here just being fairly memorable-ish, I guess. There's no particular hooks or even anything like that to truly stick with you after you're done listening to Back from the Dead, which is why I'm going to give it 2.5 stars out of 5. It's not as good as other Halestorm albums, and while they've definitely never been one of the better rock bands out there, they've done better than Back from the Dead, that's for sure. So yeah, 2.5 stars out of 5, and with that being said, that's the end of this quick review, and I'll see you guys in the next one.